chapter 3, verse 17.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all by Hashem Hamashiach Yahushua, giving thanks to the Most High by Hashem Hamashiach Yahushua.
Right, brother. So what we're out here doing is reaching the lost sheep of Israel. We just read out of the book of Colossians chapter 3, verse 17, whatsoever we do in word or deed will be all in the name of the anointed Savior, Hamashiach Yahushua, who the world falsely calls Jesus Christ, who the world falsely portrays as this man right here, right? But this was painted up by the Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, right? To put this image on our people, to put this image when they came over here in 1492 to conquer the indigenous people of this land of North, Central, and South America, and the Caribbean islands. They brought this image. And they said, you're gonna worship this image, and this will be your new God, okay? This will be your power, okay? Until this day, you walk into any indigenous home, you walk into any African American home, you see this image up there, okay? And they think this is gonna be their savior. But no, this is Caesar Borgia, second son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome, okay? Now that's one thing all people need to learn, to come up out of these lies that religion has told us, to come up out of these lies that the Catholic Church, the Christian Church, the testigos that the Jehovah's Witnesses have taught us, all in their pamphlets, all in the images, they got this guy painted up as Christ, the Messiah, right? But we're here to teach you that the true Jews, the true biblical Jews, the true Jews that passed through the Red Sea in Egypt, right? They were a people of melanin, they had color, okay? Like the so-called African Americans today, who are from the tribe of Judah. Yeah, that's them. All right, so give me the image of Christ. We all come in different shades of brown, right? Go ahead. Revelation chapter 1.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1. The revelation of Hamashiach Yahushua.
Now, who can tell me what the revelation means? Anyone read the book of Revelations? Okay. Anyone read the book? You speak English? Read the book of Libro de Apocalypse. Revelations. So what is it saying in the book of Revelations? What is the whole premises of the book? What is it going to show? The book of Revelation, what does it mean?
That he was murdered and born again.
Do you know what Revelation means? Revelation? Anyone? Do you know what Revelation means? Okay, the revelation means to reveal something, right? That's what we're going to take out right now. That's going to be the revelation of Christ. Okay? Because a lot of people don't know that Christ is a black man. Okay? Hold that. Okay? Give me Hebrews 7:14. So if anyone has any discrepancy about the true Jew, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites,
they were
the chosen God people, being African Americans or Native Americans, or all these people on these charts, like the Guatemalans, the Panamanians, the Salvadorians, the people in South America, the people in the Caribbean islands, scattered thereof. If anyone has a problem with that, come on, use your scriptures. Go ahead, Hebrews 7:14.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 7, verse 14. For it is evident.
It is true, it is a fact.
That our power sprang out of Judah.
That our power sprang out of the tribe of Judah, right? That's where you get the word Jew from, right? A Jewish person, they call them that because they come from the kingdom of Judah. Go ahead.
Of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
Right. So he came from the tribe of Judah. Now let's see what color he was. Give me Revelations 1 and 1 again.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Hamashiach Yahushua.
The revelation of Hamashiach Yahushua. You know the guy that's known as Christ in the Bible? Not this guy who's painted up here, who's part of fables and fairy tales. Not this guy who was used as a tool to destroy the minds of our people, to destroy the minds of the so-called Hispanics, Native Americans, and African Americans when the Europeans and Spaniards came over here to conquer us. Not this guy. We're talking about the real Hamashiach Yahushua. Go ahead.
Which the Most High gave unto him, to show unto his servants things.
To show unto his servants. Now, who are the servants of the Most High? Give me Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 5. Okay? We're going to show you who the Most High servants are. Okay? Because not everyone is a servant of the Most High. Not everyone is that. Okay? There's a special people. Give me it. 45 and 5.
The book of Isaiah chapter 45, verse 5. I am the Most High.
Slide. 4. Slide.
The book of Isaiah chapter 45 verse 4. For Jacob, my servant's sake.
Jacob. That's what I'm trying to point out to you guys. Who are the servants of the Most High? It says Jacob. Anyone who knows Jacob? Who is Jacob? You know who Jacob is?
Jacob was the brother of Pharaoh, wasn't he?
No. Brother of Esau, right? And he was the father of what people?
Of the Hebrew Israelites.
Okay. Otherwise known as the what?
The Jews.
All these tribes right here. The 12 tribes of Israel, right? So Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel are the servants of the Most High. Now go back to Revelation 1 and 2 where you left off.
The book of Revelation chapter 1 verse 1.
Okay.
The revelation of Mashiach Yahushua, which the Most High gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
So in other words, the Most High is giving unto John the Revelator, his servant, because John was an Israelite as well, he's giving into him the revelation of Jesus Christ. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead.
And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John.
John the Revelator. Okay, now go down to the 13th verse.
The book of Revelation chapter 1 verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks.
Otherwise, in the midst of the menorah, the candlesticks that were in our temple, right? When we construed these temples, when we built our temples dedicated to the Most High, we had a menorah in there, right? Pure gold.
Is this the Old Testament? Or
this is the New Testament.
This is the New.
This is the New. We're in the book of Revelation. This is the last book of the Old Testament.
Or the New Testament.
The Old Testament.
The New Testament. New Testament. It's like,
but you just said it's the New Testament of the Old.
No, it's the last book. The last book. Go ahead.
And one like unto the Son of Man. Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So the Son of Man was clothed with a garment down to his foot. Like the elder, my elder Thawam right here has. It was down to his foot, right here. You see that? Because that's how we dressed back then, okay? We covered our loins, we wore long garments, okay? Go ahead.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
He had a gold girdle, just like the elder has. You can't see it. Covering right here, right? Go ahead.
His head and his hair were white like wool.
Hairs and his hair was white like wool. So who painted this to make him seem like that? Were they reading the book of Revelations when they painted this? I think not, because this guy doesn't have hair on his head white like wool. Okay? Now who has woolly hair? What nation of people has woolly hair?
Black folks.
Black folks, right? Aboriginals, right? When you look at Aboriginals, I mean mainly across in the whole world, they got nappy fro hair. Okay? Go ahead.
As white as snow.
As white as snow. Again, this guy does not have hair white as snow. Another lie from the enemy. Go ahead.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were like a flame of fire from all the wine he drunk. Go ahead. And his fury and the madness and the rage he's going to bring upon Babylon. Because that redness represents fury. Okay, go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So his feet says it were like unto fine brass. Okay, you know what color brass is? You know what color brass is? Don't know? I got you. You know what color brass is? What can you compare it to?
Dirt.
Wire? Like copper wire? Yeah, it's kind of like copperish wire, right? Okay, so it's kind of like a brown, it's a derivative of brown, right? When you see copper, bare copper, what color is it? It's brown, right? So that's what we got to get out. It's a brown image, okay? Now it's saying that his feet, okay, his bare feet were like unto fine brass. Now let's see what is it saying next.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Wait, hold on. Those brown feet appear like they burned in the furnace. So that brown was a dark brown. Okay?
No,
Jesus Christ. Okay?
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
That's all I wanted. Give me Jeremiah.
was 500 years ago. But I'm just saying, man, you didn't get it known.
So I believe the Messiah was meant to come.
Don't blame Jesus for that. Don't blame Jesus that he can't pay your rent. Blame the Jews for that too. Blame the Jews for that too. Hell no.
Never cannot find it. Never. In other countries.
We know Jews. Hell no. Any first time they come. No Jew in
They decided to basically execute
everybody.
the true Christ. True They want to take him out. They want to put this guy in, infiltrate. That's what's happening. They put this picture in, deceiving the very elect. The very elect. That's servant. Isaiah 45:4. It says the very elect is Israel. Okay? Now that's the goal, to deceive our people and to send our people, which are the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, into hell where they're going. Okay? This is a picture of the still called.
That's right. It don't matter.
Not to me.
All the puppets.
See the color, the Russian icons of Peter and Paul, how they were originally painted? The year 1444?
He did what he said. I don't agree with that. He make a lot of sense.
You see that color of Paul?
You make some sense. Not everything.
They got color, right? They got
There ain't no
They got
thing.
brown.
Like you try to talk about
So where's this image coming from? Where are these images coming from? I bet you we got them as images on our family's house because we were born with these images. Because our people weren't born into this truth, right? We're in the last days, which we're going to be woken up out of the slumber that we were in. Our captivity is almost up. You know what captivity we're talking about? The Jews went into captivity, meaning the so-called African Americans, the so-called Indians, the so-called Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. We've been in captivity since 1492 and onwards. Okay?
Jewish.
No, not the Jewish, not the people who funded the slaves.
Not the Jewish.
Oh man, we're talking about the true bloodline descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? Give me that. Yeah.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2.
Okay.
Judah mourneth.
So the real Jews, in Jeremiah 14 and 2, it says, Judah mourneth. Mourning means to what? Be very sad, to lament, right? Right, you're in a state of oppression. That's a good one, man. Hallelujah. Okay, so the real Jews would be mourning, would be under oppression right now. Go ahead.
And the gates thereof languish.
Gates thereof language. Go ahead.
They are black.
They are what color?
They are black.
They are what color?
They are black.
The true Jews are what color?
They are black.
They are black.
Unto the ground.
To the ground, from head to toe. Okay? King Solomon. Right. Solomon was also a descendant of what? Of who? The tribe of Judah. Okay?
But didn't the Jews kill Jesus Christ? No.
Romans.
The Romans didn't. The Jews killed Jesus Christ.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Romans were the puppets of the Jews, man. The Jews
What you talking
killed
about, man?
Jesus
The
Christ.
Romans had us in oppression,
The
man.
Jews
The
killed
Romans
Jesus
had us in
Christ.
captivity like they do today. Because who are the Romans today? The so-called Americans, right? The so-called white man who came from the Caucasus Mountains, right? Did he not come from there? Give me Obadiah. Give me Obadiah 1.
The Jews killed Jesus Christ. That's all you got to know.
The book of Obadiah.
Hey, who did Hamashiach Yahushai come for?
What?
Who did Christ come for?
What do you mean? He came for everyone. He didn't come for no. He came for everybody.
Give me.
He came for the whole world.
Matthew 15.
He sure didn't come for one race. That's why the Jews have brainwashed everybody.
Let's get who he
into
really came
believing that
for.
they're the chosen people. They're not
Matthew
the chosen
chapter
people.
15, verse 34. Go ahead.
We are all the chosen people.
Let's find out.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said,
Hamashiach Yahushua answered and said,
I am not sent,
I am not sent.
but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He wasn't sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Make it say any other nation. Make it say the whole world right there. Give me Acts chapter 5, verse 29. Okay? All this thing that Hamashiach Yahushua came to die for the whole world, man. Are you kidding me? Who needs salvation right now? On this continent, the Western Hemisphere, right now, who needs the most salvation? Who's suffering under oppression? Whose oppression are you under?
All of us.
Give me that, man.
Man, we're under.
We've been under
Who do you think controls America? The Jews control
When
America.
they first brought in the slave ship in
Come on, man.
1619, they're still killing us in
The
the
Jews
streets
don't
today.
control America.
Go ahead.
The book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 29.
Let's see who Hamashiach Yahushua came for. Go ahead.
Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said,
Devil's children.
we ought to obey the Most High rather than
I'm
men.
talking about the real Jews that you're not talking about.
Look what Peter's saying. He's saying we ought to obey the Most High rather than
You guys don't even know what
okay?
you're talking about.
So we're not out here to obey man or listen to man and his silly doctrines. We're out here to listen to the scripture. Thus saith the Most High is how we're rolling tonight. Read it from the top again, not.
The book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. The Most High power of our fathers raised up Hamashiach Yahushua, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree.
So who he slew and hanged on a tree. Go ahead.
Him hath the Most High exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior.
Hold that. So the Most High exalted Hamashiach Yahushua to be a prince and a savior. So no other man can come and say, look, Most High, the Hamashiach Yahushua, who the world calls Christ, is a prince and savior to so-and-so. It's thus saith the word of the Most High. Okay? Now who did he come to become? Who did he come to be a prince and savior for?
For to give repentance to Israel.
To who?
To Israel.
To Israel, right? Go ahead.
And forgiveness of sins.
So that's you, brother. That's our main focus. That is us, the children of Israel, okay? That's our main focus to get
So
us out of this captivity.
you saying God don't like white folks?
We need to get as a nation
My man.
under Hamashiach Yahushua. Hold on, okay? So I'm trying to edify the brother about salvation and his eternal life, and you're worried about the white man, okay? We need
I ain't worried about him, but he seems like he's on his own.
I'm not asking you to worry about me.
No, I'm just saying. He ain't looking out for me that much. Because I'm broke as a motherfucker. And I'm homeless.
Blame the devil. Don't blame God for
Got his ear sliced off his head and he said,
I ain't
hold up.
blaming nobody. I ain't blaming
you.
nobody.
Just sit back on that nigga's head and say, wait on me, nigga. These niggas is tripping.
Who were the Pharisees then? Who were the Pharisees? The Pharisees were the Jews, and they controlled the Romans, and they told the Romans to get Jesus, and they were the ones who killed Jesus Christ.
Give me Revelations.
This is kind of deep.
The Pharisees interviewed.
The book of Revelations, chapter 2, verse 9.
We're gonna see who those Jewish people in Israel are today, those Zionist people, the people who put our people into slavery and captivity, people who run this Hollywood place right here. Okay, we're gonna see what the Most High really says about them. Go ahead.
I know thy works
I know thy works, the Most High say. Okay, I know thy works. Go ahead.
and tribulation.
And your tribulations. Okay, the real Jews are going through tribulation right now. Okay, since 1492 and on. Okay,
Jews in
1492.
Syria and all that shit.
Jews right here in the Western Hemisphere.
Western Hemisphere, all that. Syria.
That's what we're concerned about. We're concerned
Middle East
about.
fucked up too.
Yeah, man. There's not no real Jews. Go ahead.
And poverty.
And poverty. The real Jews are in poverty over here. That's why we live in Compton, South Central, Watts, the ghettos here. That's why we live in Section 8 here, right? The projects. Come on, who occupies these places called the ghetto? Hispanics and blacks, right? And don't forget the Native Americans who live on reservations. Because reservations is just another is a nicer term for a concentration camp. Because that's exactly what it was. They put us on reservations, they put us in missions, they put the Indians in missions. You know what happened at those missions? Slavery, just like the black American, just like the so-called African American. Those Indians got it too, man. Yeah, I got books that say that the Indians were receiving lashes for disobeying the Padres, the people who wanted to indoctrinate them with this crappy, phony lie here, all right? Make them polluted, make their whole mind polluted till this day, okay? So these are the real Jews, the Native Americans, Hispanics, and blacks. Go ahead.
But thou art rich.
But they're saying that we are rich. So why is he saying we are rich? Obviously, we don't own the world. The earth isn't given into our hands. So we must be rich in another meaning, in our spirit, in our soul, right? Because we got the blessing, right? Did not Jacob get the blessing from his father Isaac? The birthright, right? That's how we're rich, man. Because we got the kingdom coming to us. Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy.
I know the blasphemy
of them which say they are Jews.
Those who say they are Jews, like the Ashkenazi, the Sephardic Jews, people like these who are in Israel today, imposters pretending to be the real Jews and occupy the land of Israel. Go ahead.
And are not.
And are not, saith the Most High. But who are they?
But are the synagogue of Satan.
But are the synagogue of Satan, man, because they don't bring no doctrine of the Most High. They don't bring no doctrine of the true Hamashiach Yahushua. All they do is put us into captivity, put all this filth in the radio, on the TV. Hollywood, man, come on.
Well, we agree on that.
Now go ahead. Give me Revelations 3 and 9.
The book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan.
So more like gonna make them of the synagogue of Satan, what?
Which say they are Jews.
Which say they are Jews. They say they are Jews, right? They say they are Jews. They say they're the true Jews. But tell me.
And are not.
But are not. That's what the Most High say. They're not the true biblical Israelites from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? The true ones are the so-called Hispanics, Native Americans, and blacks. Okay? What else you got?
But do lie.
But they do lie. Because it is in their spirit to lie and say, I am of the tribe of Judah. That's what they say. They say, this land is ours over there in Israel. Come on, man. The Jews been in captivity over here in the Western Hemisphere. It doesn't take any rocket scientists to figure that out. All we gotta do is open the scriptures and find out who the real Jews are. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28. Okay? We're gonna go to the Torah, right? The Torah, where we get the laws, statutes, commandments of who? Moshe, right? Who the Jews call Moshe, right? We call him Masha. Let's see what Moses had to say about the true children of Israel. What would happen to them? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass.
That it will happen, saith the Most High, when he says it shall come to pass. Go ahead.
If thou shalt hearken diligently.
If you will listen to me, my words, but how?
Diligently.
Diligently, right, means carefully, consistently, okay?
Unto the voice of the Most High, thy power.
Our power, speaking to the children of Israel, he didn't say we have powers. He said we have a power, and that's him, singular, okay, go ahead.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
To observe, like the Sabbath, to observe and to keep it holy, right? Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day.
Which he is commanding us this day, right now, to keep these commandments. Go ahead.
That the Most High, thy power.
That the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is ours, go ahead.
Will set thee on high.
Will set us on high. Above who?
Above all nations on the earth.
Above all nations of the earth. Above the Japanese, above the Chinese, above the Persians, the Armenians, okay? Whoever you can think of that's not of the 12 tribes of Israel. He will set us high above all these nations of the earth, okay? And remember this, record it too, because this is prophecy that is going to pass, okay? Because we will return to the law, statutes, and commandments, and we will be above all the nations of the earth. Drop down to verse 15. So that sounds sounds good, right? That's the kingdom. When the Most High is talking to us right there, he's talking to us about the kingdom, where we're going to be blessed. And we will be above everyone, and we won't have no oppressors. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Now, there's something else that's going to happen. Okay, now give me that. Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass.
That it will happen, saith the Most High, when he says it shall come to pass, meaning it shall happen. Go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High, thy power, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Which he's commanding us this day. Go ahead.
That all these curses shall come upon thee.
Curses. That's the key word, curses. Okay? As a people, who is cursed right now in America? Okay? No? Esau.
You mean white people?
How are they cursed? According to the context of what we're reading.
In the days, the older brother, which is Esau, will serve the younger brother, Jacob.
But we're talking about the curses of Israel, right? We're talking about Israel. Esau's not Israel.
But you asked who's cursed today here.
Okay, so I'm gonna make it more specific for the brother. So it's cool. Okay. Speaking of the children of Israel, you can't say Esau because this is speaking to the children of Israel. So here on the Western Hemisphere, who is cursed?
But your question was who's cursed here in America? Right in this nation.
Yeah.
He said
it can't be Esau. I just told him.
White people.
We're talking about the children of Israel, though. You get the question now, brother.
I know
Besides
what you're saying.
Esau, who is cursed?
Between Buffalo.
Come on, man. You can't say who is cursed.
Whoever's in the ghetto.
Right. I mean, come on, man. Bring it out.
Whoever's poor.
Bring it out.
Whoever's poor.
Man, we are
Bring it
all
out.
slaves to the Jews,
Now, let's
man.
see
Come
what those
on.
curses entail.
That's why it's called the judicial system. Come on, use your head, man.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Esau going crazy. Chapter 28:68. This is the curse it's talking about.
You're in
Go
their
ahead.
jurisdiction.
And the Most High
Under their
shall bring thee into
How much
Egypt.
more Jew do you want?
The Most High is saying He will bring us into Egypt, okay? Now this is a follow-up after He's told us we will be cursed. He said He will bring us into Egypt. Now Egypt is what? Synonymous with bondage, right? Because were not the Israelites in Egypt before they received this law in bondage? Right. So He's saying He's going to bring us into Egypt again, okay? Go ahead.
Again, with ships.
With ships, okay? You look at a map where Israel is and Egypt is. You don't go in big slave cargo ships to Egypt, okay? You walk there. Yeah, any other transportation. You're not gonna take a boat or a slave ship, pack the slave. Come on, man. So here it's talking about that the Jews will be sent into Egypt again, which is synonymous with bondage, by way of slave ships. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You shall see it no more again, your land of Israel. Have we been back to the land of Israel? Have we been back to the Holy Land which was once ours? No, we have not. Okay? Go ahead, why?
And there ye shall be sold.
Because we were going to be sold as a people, merchandise, right? Go ahead.
Sold unto your enemies.
Into our who?
Unto your enemies.
Oh, but I thought the Most High loved everyone.
Unto your enemies.
We got enemies, brothers and sisters. We got enemies.
It's cold out here.
To our enemies. Go ahead.
For bondmen.
For bondmen, which is slave men, right?
And bond women.
And slave women. Meaning they could do whatever they wanted to us, right? Which they did. They did whatever they wanted to us, slave men and slave women.
Was that the old?
This is the Old Testament.
Okay.
Right. We going back and forth, old and new.
Okay.
Because what the scriptures say, Hamashiach Yahushua comes in the volume of the book,
Can I
right?
ask you a question, man?
Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
Now give me another curse. Give
How
me
are you
38.
guys enslaved? As powerful as you guys are, how were you enslaved by a bunch of weak people? Tell me.
What that look
I'm just asking that question. You know how powerful you black guys are. You telling me you're gonna be enslaved? That ain't gonna happen. Okay? No, I'm talking about back then when there wasn't all this power. Now you understand it's different. People have guns.
What you're saying is contradictory. Like,
No, I'm saying
it already happened. Like, how you hold on to that
because
fact?
they had guns.
That's what I want to know.
Because they had guns.
They still got guns.
No. I'm talking about that's how they got the slaves here.
You see the LAPD walking around? The motherfuckers the sheriff's department. Nigga, I just got out of jail. I just did 6 months in the county jail.
I'm agreeing with you.
LA County Sheriff's Department is the biggest hood in LA. Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department.
Your side, you get that.
I believe you. You actually in the conversation. You feel me?
We are all slaves to them.
Just cause
You were sold.
come on, bro. You know
You don't believe slavery happened?
slavery. We're disobeying the Most
You don't believe slavery happened?
Now, why do we believe slavery? Because the Most High, See, he's not even paying attention.
I'm trying.
Not
Go
even
ahead.
paying attention.
Gave us specific directions to wait on him.
Exactly.
To wait on him.
What happened in Deuteronomy 28:1? It said, if you obey the voice of the Most High thy power, I will set you high above all nations of the earth. So it didn't matter if we're stronger, because yes, we are stronger, smarter, more intelligent, okay, created better civilizations than y'all. But the thing is, we broke the commandments of the Most High, okay? Simple as that. By doing everything that's contrary to the Bible, to the law, statutes,
You guys
commandments.
did that as well.
Okay, so it don't matter if we're stronger physically, if we're stronger mentally. How we became slaves to a weaker race is because we disobeyed the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Now that should make our brothers and our sisters want to say, "Damn, I don't want to be no slave anymore, and I want to serve the Most High in righteousness and in truth and in love and in
People
humility."
right now that call
That's what
themselves
we're doing.
the Jews,
Okay.
that we agree. First of all, we agree that they are
Give me a-
fake ass people. But what I'm saying is those guys that you're talking about, they are, like you said, they are the synagogue of Satan. You understand what I'm saying? That's how they got their power, man. Why do you think it's called the judicial system, man? We're under their fucking, we're under their jurisdiction. You get that? That's what I'm trying to help. I'm trying to get you
He
guys to
saying they
understand
Jews,
that
but
shit.
you talking
No,
about
I know they're talking about
Jewish.
different. I know they're talking about different Jews, man. They're talking about being the real Jews. I get that.
No, he's Jew.
No, he's talking about the real. No, he's saying that the real
Who do you
Jews.
think wrong?
We are.
Who do you think on all this?
Why did
That's what I just said.
why did Sparta
Go ahead,
go against Persia?
Hey, he don't know Hollywood is ran by Warning Brothers.
You have to
All
know that.
them
You have to know
Jewish
that.
people.
That's what he's saying, though.
But he asking him the wrong question. You gotta know your questions before you. He got the answers, but you gotta ask him the right question.
Give me Matthew 1 and 2.
The
He
book
got-
of St. Matthew, chapter 1, verse 21. And she shall bring forth the son,
So Mary shall bring forth the son, right? Go ahead.
and thou shalt call his name Yahushua,
Thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, right?
for he shall save his people
He shall save his people, the people of Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, who the world falsely called Jesus Christ,
from their sin.
from their sins, from our sins, right? So we're not all under the same predicament when it's happening right now. What's happening is that we're under the sin because the law was given to who? Give me who the law was given to. Psalms 1:47.
Okay, go ahead. I'll just tell him.
Brother, you want to come back into the camp? Come back in, man. Because we're edifying out here. Okay, so we took out who Hamashiach Yahweh Shah came for, Matthew 1:21, okay? He came for his people to save them from their sins.
I'm on his side.
Sin, give me first sin. First John 6. Okay, you know what a sin is?
A little bit when they say that they're the synagogue of
Whose conduct? So
It's a law.
on the laws of this land? Like is it out crossing a red light?
He said that. They said before you, I was here. Everybody said to them. Yeah.
Okay, so what is a sin according to the scripture?
He is God. Jesus says he's God.
Going against God's will.
Right. Okay. First John.
Book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever.
Hold on. Hey, come back into the camp, huh?
Say what?
We're gonna ask you, when Moses didn't know nothing about Jesus, did he? He said Jesus before Moses.
Hold on. Come back.
Yeah, I'm coming back to you.
We're talking about sin right now,
Your
man.
boy don't know what he's talking about.
But that's not even about salvation. That has nothing to do with salvation. What needs to be done is we need to know what our sins are. Okay? So Moses, and all this talk, man, if you knew Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, we can get into that another time. Right now, it's salvation time. Scriptures that are going to save your soul. Okay? So, we're talking about what is sin. Do you know what a sin is? What is the sin? Biblical definition of sin.
Stealing.
Okay. Why not steal? Because it's a law. It's like given in our scriptures.
Cheat on your
Not
wife.
steal.
If you got it.
You can have multiple wives, but we'll get into that another time. Okay, so this is the definition of sin in the Bible. Okay, go ahead.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin,
So all of us who have committed sin, what?
transgressive also the law.
We have transgressed the law.
For sin is the
Transgress means to break. Okay. Go ahead.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
It's the transgression of the law. Okay, that's what happens when we sin. We are breaking the law, statutes, commandments that the Most High gave us.
Right.
Like how we read in Deuteronomy 28:1. It says, if you follow these laws, statutes, commandments, I will set you high above all these people. Okay, but if you do not, then all these curses shall come upon you. So we have sinned, we have transgressed the laws of the Most High. Therefore, we are dealing with all these curses today. Okay? Now, was the law given to everyone? Was the law given to the whole world?
I don't know.
Give me Psalms 147:19.
You seem like it, Trump.
Oh man, if the law was given to the whole world, the world would be a different place, man. Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob.
So the Most High showed his word, right, his holy word in Hebrew, unto Jacob. Jacob being the forefather of 12 tribes of Israel. Go ahead.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Go ahead.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
Wait, so no other nation has known the Most High and his law, statutes, commandments?
He have not dealt so with any nation.
Scripture's telling us that he has not dealt so with any other nation. Go ahead.
And as for his judgments,
And as for the judgments to come upon us for breaking the laws or keeping them, go ahead.
they have not known them.
They have not known the judgments of the Most High. Okay? They have not known the punishment of the Most High like we have. Okay? Because he is who? He's our Father, right? Who did Mashiach Yahweh Shai pray to? He said, our Father who art in heaven, right? And our Father, when a father loves someone, his child, he does what? He punishes them. You don't let them just run wild,
Right.
be disobedient, right? Rebellious.
As mom would do. Mom would just let him.
I know. Because
I'm getting
that's
that
a
ass
problem.
what's mine gonna do.
That's the problem, though. Our families are in order right now.
Right.
Because the scriptures say what? Give me the scripture about the man being the head.
Women ain't even supposed to get in a grown man's business. If two grown men are speaking, me and you are speaking, the woman is not supposed to interrupt.
Right. That's keeping order. There's got to be an order. So I want to explain that the scripture, the order of the house, man. Because we all need to be implementing this in our household structure, right? Because that's where our knowledge increases in our home, not in the school system. Malcolm X said only a fool would let his enemy teach their children, right? So our structure, where we learn, where we gain our spiritual wisdom, is in our houses. Because in our houses are what? Our families. Go ahead.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is
Every man, go ahead.
is a Mashiach Yahweh
It's
Shai.
Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
And
Anointed
the-
Savior.
And the head of the woman
And the head of the woman who's married to the man, go ahead,
is the man.
is the man. Right? Go ahead.
And the head of Mashiach Yahweh Shai
And the head of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, the anointed Savior, who came to die for the 12 tribes of Israel,
is the Most High.
is the Most High. So even Hamashiach Yahweh Shai obeys the Most High. Hamashiach Yahweh Shai doesn't do anything unless the Most High says so. Okay? Go ahead.
Every man praying or prophesying
That word you keep saying, is he Jesus?
Oh, it's Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. So Hamashiach is the anointed Savior, and Yahweh Shai is the Hebrew word for his name. Because he spoke Hebrew, man. Give me that.
What all that is right there?
Because were they calling him? What were they calling him, brother?
Why you got horns on you?
Because that's not the anointed Savior. So,
That's
know-
just a look-alike?
you know what language they were speaking?
Yes,
Hold on, but I'm taking, it's again, it's order, man. We gotta keep order up here.
He gonna tell you.
Yeah, I got you, man.
The book of Acts, chapter 26, verse 14. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue,
Saying in what kind of tongue?
in the Hebrew tongue,
In the Hebrew tongue. Go ahead.
Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me?
Right. So Hamashiach Yahweh Shai was speaking unto Saul in the Hebrew tongue. He wasn't speaking no English, right? He wasn't speaking no Latin, no Greek. which some people were speaking at that time, but Hamashiach came to him in the Hebrew tongue, a tongue that he could understand, right? Go ahead.
It is hard for me, it is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. And I said, who art thou, master? And he said, I am Yahushua, whom thou persecutest.
He said, I am Yahushua, my name is Yahushua, who thou persecutest. Go ahead.
But rise and stand upon thy feet, for I have appeared unto thee for this purpose.
I said, you went there for the Hebrew. He spoke Hebrew. He spoke Hebrew, not English.
But it's translated in English. This is what he said, though.
But he was speaking in the Hebrew
What
tongue.
verse is that?
Look at Acts chapter
26,
verse 14.
All right. What kind of Bible was that?
King James Version,
King James.
1611.
I know. King James.
What's your nationality, bro? What's your nationality?
I'm just a name. Race has no color to me.
What's your father?
I believe he was Indian, African American. My mother was Guatemalan. I later on found out my father was not my father. He was a doctor. He into all that.
Well, you know,
You still here,
you know, you're a chosen people by the Most High, man. Hey, bro, you know you're chosen. You know you're chosen by the Most High to be a special people unto the Most High. Deuteronomy 76. The children of Israel. You know who
So
that is?
why you ask me what race I am?
Because
Race has no color.
your nationality is very important. Because throughout the whole Bible, it talks about nationalities. It talks about Esau, right? It talks about Shem, Ham, Japheth. These are all different nationalities, bro. And the Bible does not talk about religion, okay? It does not talk about religion and sex, okay? It talks about your nation, who you are, who you come from, your bloodline. And that's very important. And we go by the Father, just like our forefathers went. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people
For we are a holy people. Go ahead.
unto the Most High thy power.
To the Most High, thy power. Go ahead.
The Most High thy power have chosen thee
The Most High, our power has chosen us. Go ahead.
to be a special people
To be a special, peculiar people. Go ahead.
unto himself.
Unto himself, meaning what? He possesses us, right? Because we're unto him, right? We're his possession. Go ahead.
Above
Above
all people
all people. Go ahead.
that are upon the face of the
That
earth.
are upon the face of the earth. So it's talking about people, brother. So nationality is important because people are what? The people here on earth are what? A mixed multitude of nations, right? That's why we speak different languages. That's why we look different. That's why we act different. That's why we live separate. Okay? Come on, man.
That's what gives us culture.
I tell you why we're separate. Go give me Genesis 2. Give me Genesis 20.
I want you to break this down
25,
one more time,
23.
man. That was strong, right?
He tripping on this.
No,
So,
it's not.
all this stuff,
Not just
all this stuff about us being the same, it's not true, man. I'm gonna prove to you that we were from the womb, we were separate from Esau. Okay, go ahead.
The book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 23. And the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, said unto her,
Said unto Rebekah, the mother of Esau and Jacob. Go ahead.
2 nations are in thy womb.
2 nations. You hear that? 2 nations. The Most High speaks about nations. He doesn't say 2 of the same people. No, 2 nations, 2 mixed people. Okay, go ahead.
And 2 manner
And 2 manner
of people shall be separated from thy
shall
bowels.
be separated. Separated like we are today from our people. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we dwell in different communities than them, right? We're not combined with them. You don't see us doing the same things as them.
right.
Okay? We have our place and they have their place. And it's been like that since the womb.
But I don't hate him though.
You know,
Hey.
the problem is,
That's cool. I'm not
I
saying.
ain't done
I'm not
against
saying.
it.
I'm
I
not
think it's
saying.
self-ignorant.
But I'm just saying. Recognize that we
Recognize game,
have division.
recognize.
Recognize it, man.
They
Recognize.
hate you. They hate you.
Yeah, it's about
But I don't hate nobody.
okay.
Because
So
we the
look,
meek.
man, again.
You see, I just walk up to anybody and talk to them.
No, because we
I
the
don't
meek.
hate nobody.
That's because we the meek.
Huh?
Because we the meek.
You know what I mean?
They do hate you.
You use more energy, hate you.
Anyway, the Most High said, he didn't, even though we were in the same room,
We gotta do what we gotta deal with.
Our forefather Jacob, he didn't say your brother, you know, your brothers are in there. He said two different nations.
Right.
So you see how the Most High separated two different people who were in the same rooms to become different nations? So all these nations don't matter. It does matter, man. Because your birthright comes from this. Go ahead, keep it up the shot.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other
And
people.
the one people shall be stronger than the other people. Now who was stronger? That Edomite that was here on his cell phone. He said what? He said we're stronger, did he not? It came straight out of his own mouth.
What's the
That's the
Edomite?
spirit. He said it himself that we're stronger, you know, physically, spiritually, mentally, our civilizations have been better. Come on, man. Look at the Mayan pyramids, right? Look at who built the pyramids. Look at the great civilizations of Peru and the Incas, right? Look at the Native Americans. What we built here on this land.
So many start feeling guilty about everything you said.
Because it's cutting him. It's cutting him. The truth is cutting him.
I would tell him, why you so he said, because y'all don't want to have it made.
Read that again, huh?
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
So we will be stronger than them. Okay, go ahead.
And the elder
And the elder, which is who? Who is the elder?
The older person.
Okay, the one who's born first, right? Out of the two. Okay, the elder what?
shall serve the younger.
Shall serve the younger. And what is that saying? The Most High is saying that they were built to serve us, not the other way around. Okay? This is coming straight from the scriptures. Go ahead.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
Okay.
And the first came out red.
Now the first. Now who is the first one that's coming out? He's considered what?
Red.
No, but go back to the scripture. He's considered who? The elder or the younger?
The elder.
The elder, right? So we know that this one coming out is gonna. No, he's not strong. He's gonna serve the younger. Yeah. So this baby coming out here is gonna serve the one that's gonna come out next.
You mean serve the younger, you mean take care of him?
Serve. Well, what does a servant do?
Bring your motherfucking back, nigga.
How did we serve that?
Look down, look down. Look down.
God,
Look down.
how did we serve that?
Oh yeah, you got it now, right? That's
ahead.
really a picture worth 1,000 words,
Start
right?
again from the
I
top.
learned
it.
it real easy. I
know.
I got a quick question
I
for
do.
you.
That's
I
it.
got a very high IQ.
That's it.
And the first came out red.
And the first came out red. Go ahead.
All over.
All over, he was red. Okay. Go ahead.
Like a hairy garment.
Like a hairy garment. He had hair all over his body, man.
I'm baby.
Okay. Yeah, a baby. Okay. You ever see pictures of cavemen, cave beasts, and stuff like that? Dogs, right?
Horses,
Right.
cats,
Wolves.
feet,
You ever seen that movie Teen Wolf?
rodents,
I'll be back, bro.
Okay.
all that shit.
Okay, so he came out red and hairy. Go ahead.
And they called his name Esau.
And they called his name Esau.
Oh, yeah?
Go ahead.
And after that came his brother out.
Okay, so now we're seeing the deliverance of who? The younger, right? Who's gonna be served by the elder. Go ahead.
And his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
So Jacob took hold of Esau here. He's like, nah, man, I want to come out first. Because the first one, remember, is like the first one who's going to get the birthright, right? Because the oldest usually gets the birthright, right? So that's why Jacob was pulling on, man. He wanted that birthright. Let's see what happens.
And his name was called Jacob.
And his name was called Jacob, who is the father of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Go ahead.
And Isaac was 70 years old when she bare them.
She was 60 years old. Go ahead.
And the boys grew. And Esau was a cunning hunter.
And Esau became a cunning hunter. Now, what is the so-called white man's favorite pastime? Going hunting, right? Put on his gear, right? Take out his gun, go in the woods, right? Get himself some deer, some venison.
And they put
Right?
they make your head a trophy.
Right? What do they do? Who goes into Africa and shoots freaking nearly extinct animals, man? He's a cunning hunter, said the Most High. That's why he's all over the world hunting his prized trophies. Okay? So he can put these
Israel,
mannequins
we out
up
here.
in his rooms and stuff.
Hollyweird,
Right. Go
California.
ahead.
A man of the field.
Man of the field, a savage, man. Go ahead.
And Jacob was a plain man.
And Jacob was a play man. What did Jacob like to do?
Tend to the garden. Help mom out.
Chill.
Hey, I'll be back with you, right?
Help mom out.
Stay up, Israel.
West to east.
We got next forever
I
and
know about
ever.
them, you feel me?
Hold it down.
Third world country. I was born in Mexico. I was from Jamaica. So,
Speak Spanish?
Quito.
Yeah, man. So Jacob, he was the brother who just chilled, laid back, man. He didn't want to go out, hunt, right? Be rock climbing and stuff. That's what they like to do, man. What we are doing is we chill at home, right? We have what? Fiestas at our house, right? Come on, man. You going to Mexico? You know Mexicans like to be at their homes chilling. They can have a whole party at their house. Fill the whole house up, right? They'll be dancing till like 6 in the morning, man. That's what we like to do. We just like to chill. Sip some wine, you know. We're not adventurous, man. We're not gonna go rock climbing and shoot a lion and stuff like that, man. Go ahead.
Dwelling in tents.
We dwelled in tents. Who else dwelled in tents? The Native Americans, right? So-called Native Americans, the tribe of Gad, okay? They dwelled in tents, known as teepees, right? On the plains. Go ahead.
And Isaac loved Esau
Isaac, he loved Esau. Go ahead.
because he did eat of his venison.
No, he loved Esau because he was stronger.
Because he did eat of his venison.
He only loved Esau because Esau was giving him that venison, man. That's what the scriptures say about him. Okay? It didn't say he had a deep love for his spirituality or his
He
character.
became enticed by it. Very blood drunk.
Right, yeah, that meat.
He became addicted to it.
Like a carnivore.
Yeah.
You know, like carnivores today, they love their meat. You know? That's why carnivores, they say what's vegetarians, man. They say I gotta have my meat, man. Carnivores are nuts.
Vegetarians still eat meat. Vegans don't eat meat. Vegetarians still eat fish and shit like that.
Okay.
Salmon and all that shit. Which is bad for you.
Right, but a vegetarian some don't consider fish to be land or
Rastas eat ital food. Ital food, veggies and shit. Shit that's
Nuts,
good for you.
berries.
Smoke weed.
well, that's where they're all, man. That's where they're all. But they do eat healthy, right?
Yeah, ital food.
And which is partly biblical too. Because if you look in the law, give me a little bit of Leviticus 11. Give me the dietary law. Speaking of food and stuff, I'm getting hungry. Give me Leviticus 11, man. Because our people have dietary laws too. Okay. Now the Rasta, though they keep vegetarian ital, they're keeping kosher too, which in the biblical Levitical laws means no pork, no shellfish, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, no bottom feeder.
Right, none of that. Shrimp, lobsters, crab, the shellfish, stuff
Oysters,
like that.
all that
Right.
shit.
So they don't do that. So in part, they are keeping part of the Levitical laws, which is cool. Which is cool.
Yeah.
They're like a law unto themselves. You know what I mean? So give me Leviticus chapter 11.
Me myself, I'm not religious. I'm not religious.
The book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 7. And the swine,
And the swine, which is the pig, go ahead.
though he divide the hoof
So he divided the hoof
and be cloven footed,
and be cloven footed,
yet he cheweth not the cud.
and he cheweth not the cud.
He is
He doesn't have a multi-chamber stomach to digest his food properly. Go ahead.
he is unclean to you.
He is unclean unto you. Speaking, of course, unto who? Children of Israel. So swine,